What's up, everybody? Welcome to Save Point, a show on YouTube where we talk about video games and topics that you send to us on YouTube, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and
anything on the internet, pretty much.
With hashtag SavePoint.
Except for not today.
No, today is day one of E3 coverage, and we'll be talking about these press conferences. Unfortunately, we won't be talking about the Sony press conference, but that will be in...
Yeah, at the time of this filming, we've pretty much seen everything up to Sony. We waited as late as we can, but some people got days jobs, and they got somewheres to be, so we can't be filming that late.
Yes, but we will be including Sony in the next video, so don't worry,
the next
you're
video,
covered.
And Nintendo.
Yes.
Don't forget Nintendo.
But we did actually reach out. I reached out on Twitter, see what kind of topics you guys wanted to talk about, and all I heard was E3. So why pull 4 topics out of a bowl
that all say E3?
That say talk about E3 when we can just go ahead and talk about E3.
All right. So I'm Michael Anthony.
I'm Hunter Taylor.
I'm Ryan Shepard.
All right. So let's start off with the first press conference of the day, which was Microsoft's press conference. Which kudos to them for having. Being on, weird footing, during the reveal, and then during E3, and they got a lot of flack for that. And then when Mark Whitten left and the current head took over Phil Spencer, you see, they were really on point. They were like, look, we're just going to show you games. Yeah. And we're going to have, little vignettes in between, and maybe some corporate guy will talk, but he's going to talk about a game. And then we're going to go right back to more games, you know what I mean?
Pretty much what their approach seemed to be for this year was they took everyone's complaints from last year, everything that people said they wanted to see or wish they had seen, and that's all they showed.
Yeah, they just fixed everything.
Big emphasis on indie games with that montage they showed, which everyone complained about last year, was saying, where are the indie games? And they came out with that strong titles, and 2 exclusives or just 1?
Which ones?
They had Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive's an exclusive.
And Halo.
Halo's an exclusive. They showed Forza. Forza's an exclusive. Dance Central, that's an exclusive. Disney's Fantasia is an exclusive.
Isn't there...
I maybe Inside, the new Play Dead from the Limbo guys, that might be.
because Limbo started on Xbox and then it moved over.
It might be a timed exclusive, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Below, they showed a little bit of Below, which was another indie game.
Blind Forest one?
Yeah, Ori and the Blind Forest.
Ori,
that's another
really interesting indie titles, I think.
Yes. So let's start off with that.
And Project Spark.
Project Spark.
And Fable Legends.
And Fable Legends. Project Spark, they're trying to cheat me out of a Conker's Bad Fur Day sequel. Yeah, and I'm looking right through that shit.
Honestly, I thought you'd be happy about that because we get something. You know, it's this whole idea of maybe they're trying to gauge our interest in Conker coming back. You know what I mean? So people go into Project Spark, which, okay, if you haven't seen, in the E3 press conference, when they showed Project Spark, at the end they had this little cameo thing with Conker in it. So when he makes some witty joke about, oh, we haven't had a game in 10 years, so we just had to make our own inside Project Spark. I'm happy about it.
Have you ever wanted a car, Ryan? Okay, have you ever wanted a car? You're just, dang, I need a car.
Yeah?
Okay. What if you, right now, were just in desperate need of a motor vehicle, and I gave you a scooter, and I said, hey, at least you got something, right? No! I want the finished product! I don't want to go sit down in front of Project Spark and go, okay, time for me to make the Conker's Bad Fur Day sequel that I'm going to play.
I feel like
I'm going to slave hundreds of hours over making.
I feel like it's more like you're hungry and you want a delicious steak, but you're still hungry, so you better be happy when I feed you.
No.
No?
No.
The hunger's not that strong?
No. No, the hunger is that strong. But you know what's stronger? You know what's stronger? My fucking dignity. That's what's stronger. I'm not going to bend to you, Microsoft.
What if it's great, though?
Well, then it'll be great, but it's Project Spark / Conker's not Bad Fur Day.
And they don't let you play it.
Right?
They're like, Michael Anthony, Save Point, Underinspired. I see you.
We have your gamer tags. You're banned.
Twinkly Foot.
I was gonna
called
say,
you out.
Dang. You called me.
Go ahead, Hunter.
There was the other exclusive that we didn't say was The Witcher.
No,
it's
not
not
an
exclusive.
It's also on PC.
No.
But for consoles.
I think Project Spark might also be
That's also on
PC as
PC.
well.
But is it for console, though?
In the realm of consoles, Witcher is only on Xbox, to my knowledge.
Yeah, it's not on anything else.
Someone want to check their phone? I don't know, maybe...
No,
anyway,
it's not on PS3.
It's not? There you go.
The Witcher.
Can you imagine they put it on Wii? How weird would that be?
The picture.
Wii U, why not?
I said the picture.
The picture!
The Witcher has never been on PS3.
The pitcher, extreme pouring.
It's at 360, Xbox and PC.
Okay.
These
So
glasses
it's
have unnecessarily small
an
mouths.
exclusive in a way. It's an exclusive in a way.
Yeah.
Console-wise.
So I thought they had a really strong press conference. I mean, I think...
Let's start at the beginning of the day, and then we'll move forward,
Yes.
just for structure's sake.
Okay. What do you mean? Like, yeah, we're going to go through Microsoft and then all the other press conferences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I think the strongest thing that no one has said yet for some reason is Halo. Like, no one has
Well,
talked
let's
about
lead
that.
up to it. You don't come out with.
I'm
the
dropping
big
the
guns.
bombs!
What is it?
What? You said, oh, what? You said, oh, what?
Well, what's the O?
Oh, Crackdown.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Is anyone really still excited for Crackdown?
Okay.
And
Crackdown 1 was good.
and what's,
Crackdown 2, I never played Crackdown 2.
I heard Crackdown 2 was like, don't talk about it.
Platinum, yeah, it wasn't. Stop. And Platinum Games has an exclusive coming out to Xbox called Scaleborn.
What's that?
It's like Knights. Okay, so you're gonna have to follow me here. So what appeared to be a man being chased by a giant monster in the woods, like this giant bug insect. Okay, runs into a clearing, and there's a dragon there, like about to eat him.
Okay.
Like he runs into a dragon. He winks at the dragon. It's his dragon.
Okay.
The dragon attacks the monster, okay? But for some reason, this guy's wearing jeans. He's wearing jeans and a t-shirt, okay? And like, Beats headphones, and he pulls a sword out, okay?
No, I don't like this.
And then puts on, like, scale armor. He looks like a Beetleborg, call back to the 90s, and he's wearing this thing, and he jumps on his dragon, and he, kills the damn thing, kills the damn bug monster, and then a bigger monster comes in and eats the bug monster, so he gets on his dragon, and his dragon they fly up in the air, and then other dragons, like, join in with people riding them. And it's made by Platinum Games, and it's called Scaleborn, and there's, like, no explanation.
I don't know, dude.
It's Platinum Games. So
You lost to me at jeans and Beats.
It could be really good or really bad.
What were you owing about? I can't handle the suspense.
Oh, I was gonna say Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity, the gameplay that they showed at the Microsoft.
Yes, that was very strong.
You know,
strong.
which interesting enough was I felt better than what they showed during Ubisoft's conference.
Yes. Ugh.
Like
They showed off a lot more of like, I guess you could say how beautiful the game really is.
Yes.
It
absolutely.
Especially when he was talking to us about it before we even saw the conference, but he was like, "Oh, now you can really stealth in this game." And before in previous Assassin's Creed games, you just automatically had to do it.
Oh, you're in a stealth area, so you are stealth.
Yeah.
But as for this one, you really feel like you could actually do that at any time.
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about how when they become alerted to your presence, they have exclamation points over the head. Where'd they get that idea from?
You should check out our
Metal Gear Solid School?
Our Metal Gear Solid School videos.
I thought it was just Metal Gear School.
We're all over the place, right? Just like that franchise, we're just everywhere.
Yeah. It's,
so Halo was strong. They have the Master Chief Collection,
which looks amazing.
Which really does.
Yeah, we watched that, and just when they started showing everything for Halo, when they showed all the old cover arts of Master Chief, I had goosebumps the whole time. I'm not ashamed. Not ashamed.
So,
Hashtag no shame.
So let's be completely honest. And like this is the best thing about internet anonymity. Commenters, people who are watching this, you can be honest, knowing that even if you might be jaded against Halo right now, knowing that you can play Halo 2 multiplayer in its original
form.
Know right now that you felt the pain of your wallet shrinking. Like you're like, oh god, I don't have $60.
Everyone's gonna buy that game.
Done. That's it.
Just because they build the original games, okay, so you get Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, playing on their original engines and 4 online in their original forms.
In 1080p.
60
frames per
what?
second.
All of them. That's like...
That was my brain.
That blew my mind.
Over 100 multiplayer maps with playlists of the games with the story and multiplayer maps. The game is...
I think they're going to do new achievements too, no? They have to. Oh,
yeah.
And I think they discussed a 4,000 gamer score for
4,000 gamer score.
4,000 gamer score.
Yes.
So excited.
And the Halo Combat Evolved version that's in this is the remastered version as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're getting that remastered. Halo 2 has been remastered, and with the inclusion of terminals, like in the updated version of the first Halo.
Yeah.
So you're going to be getting that extra backstory, and it comes with the Halo Nightfall,
which is the live
action series, which is all leading up to. If you watched the trailer that led up to the Master Chief Collection, it was actually a trailer for Halo 5. And it was the Arbiter talking to this new character who, now that they've said his name, the word on the internet is his name is Agent Locke.
Okay.
and that he's a member of Oni. And if I don't want to nerd you out, but he's got an Oni symbol. I don't need to get into it, but
look. So here's the thing: if you saw Forward Unto Dawn and you realized how amazing it is, then you're going to be excited for Nightfall because
Forward Unto Dawn with such a small budget,
Yeah,
with just some
exactly.
newcomers, and they got Ridley Scott to produce this. And I know Ridley Scott is producing it, and there is a director, but every picture I've seen is of Ridley Scott holding the camera. I'm like.
And you know what? What they did was very Alien-esque with Forward Unto Dawn because you had the idea of the elite, which is something you see all the time in the video game, but you don't really get this I don't know feeling of how scary it would be to be a human who's never seen an alien before.
Yes.
And in Forward Unto Dawn, at the end when they finally show the elite, terrifying.
Yeah, they really do them up. So that looks amazing. We got a little, and that also comes with the beta for Halo 5 multiplayer, which is the beta's active this holiday season.
Yeah.
That's crazy to have it ready so soon.
And they didn't need it, honestly.
They did. They already
didn't
made the
need it.
sale. Because right now, as soon as you heard Halo 2 multiplayer, you were running to GameStop to put a pre-order on that.
It's like your parents ever tell you, like, hey, we have ice cream. They don't need to tell you that there's also chocolate syrup and toppings. You're already sold on the ice cream.
They're like, oh, but look at all these fresh toppings. We made all these hot cookies for you as well.
We bought the cones.
Mm-hmm.
At the conference, there was also Advanced Warfare, which
Which-
Advanced Warfare actually looks pretty good.
It does.
It actually looks fun.
I was surprised, like, when they were showing it, the double jumping and the dashing. And
You definitely took they obviously took influence from Titanfall, but they were like...
But did
We're
they,
gonna-
though?
I-
That game was
was that-
made 3 years ago. They started making the game
I don't
3
know.
years ago.
I
I don't
think
know.
people just say that, though. Like, I really...
I still think
That-
it's taking
that-
heavy
that-
influence.
Exactly.
Maybe, but that development cycle... But that's the thing. That's
How
the
long
thing.
was Titanfall in development for?
But that's the thing. Titanfall was in development for like 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
but people didn't know it had Titans in it till like a year ago.
Well, here's the thing: is the people Respawn who made Titanfall
We're former...
people from Call of Duty.
Yes.
You're telling me there's not friends? You're telling me that people are like, yo, dude, we're making this game.
Here's the thing. The new studio
Yeah.
is Respawn Studio. They've never made a Call of Duty before, and they're actually members of disbanded...
Wait, what's the name of the new studio?
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer. Okay.
And they're actually not members of any Call of Duty team. They're members of the Dead Space team. They're former Visceral guys.
Interesting.
So there actually probably wouldn't be that cross-pollination.
I mean,
I'm not trying to say, like, for all we know, they had a spy in Respawn. They're like, they're doing mechs! And they were like, quickly put mechs in our Call of Duty!
To me,
but
it was just like a lot of like the movements, like the jetpacks and stuff like that, reminded me of Titanfall.
And the exoskeleton, I think, was very reminiscent of Elysium. Did you see Elysium?
no, but I know
Elysium was good.
it does look exactly like that.
A lot like.
And there's lasers
The
and...
gameplay looks like a lot of fun. Like I like the grenade thing where you can choose what kind of
Choose what-
grenade
yes.
and throw it. Like the game looks like a lot of fun to play. So Advanced Warfare. There's also what was it? Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive
Sunset
looked
Overdrive
fantastic.
Wow.
looked like a blast.
It really did.
And it's a game that doesn't take itself seriously. That's what I love about Sunset Overdrive. Is like it's okay to be goofy.
The best-
Yes.
You know, there's so many like grim, dark first person.
Which
shooters.
is how they start that trailer, like
Look,
making fun of them.
This game is the Division. Things are bad. People are sad and dead.
Right?
You know, death.
We'll get to the division, the division, and their cheap trailer. We will get to that at the Ubisoft conference.
Sunset Overdrive. The best line of that trailer though was like, "Of course you can, because this is a fucking video game."
Yeah,
Yes.
and like the
That's on the
skateboarding-esque grinding on all the things and going on the roller coaster and
Yes,
It looked
amazing. And the fact that when you blow something up, it actually says "boom," all comic book and cartoony.
yes,
Love it.
So now that we're
So
on this,
excited.
now we're on this kick about crazy things. Can we talk about Ultra Super Dead Rising 3 Hyper Remix Arcade Edition? What
Alpha Plus.
Alpha versus
I think there's
Plus versus Alpha.
There's like a DX in there somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, there's always a DX.
I love that Capcom is willing to make fun of themselves like
Yeah.
that. I really do.
It looks like a lot of fun, though.
It does. And I'm always down to play as
How great is that?
play as
Is
Chuck.
available soon? No, sooner than that. Available now.
Exactly. I love when companies are willing to just make fun of themselves.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the next game was obviously we were talking about it before, and you were making fun of it, but the Division.
Yes.
And even though I know he's not that excited for the Division, and I know you.
Don't get me wrong, I am actually
Yeah,
excited for it.
I think the game is gonna be a lot of fun to play with your
The
friends.
Division, so the demo that they showed at the Microsoft press conference, which they didn't show one at the Ubisoft press conference, which surprised me. At the Microsoft press conference, it was really strong. It was obviously one of those like scripted and it's supposed to be like they're playing with their friends.
Yeah.
But you can see that like what they did, in this one, which I don't understand why they don't do this, because this is actually how it is in video games. When was the last time you played a video game with a friend, okay, and you made your plan, okay, and then we're like, okay, the plan's going to affect, the plan is going to affect? Alright, good, we did a good job. Or it's always, no, he's you're right, no, everyone is yelling, everyone is screaming to do this, okay? Yeah. And that's kind of what they did. And the gameplay looked awesome. That little mini turret that they've showed in all the trailers and other gameplay, there's a flamethrower version of it. She put it down and it was just lighting the thing on fire. It was ridiculous.
Cool. All right, but can we talk about the first-person shooter game that stole the show? Come on, be real. Tell me it was not Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes. No, that's too late. You're jumping ahead. That's Ubi.
It still stole the whole show.
It did. It
sorry.
Did. We will get there, but it truly did.
So many exciting.
I thought you were going to say Evolve.
Oh, actually, I'm super excited.
I'm so ready to play Cthulhu.
When they showed that monster, that Cthulhu-esque Lovecraftian tentacle thing with lightning also.
The Kraken is his name.
Scary.
Not to mention, now that we get like all the big ones out of the way, what was the last game they showed again?
They did show Crackdown.
Yeah, that was the last game?
Oh, goodness. I don't know.
Damn, son. It was like hours ago.
Indie game titles. So many great indie game titles.
You know what? You're gonna hate me. I just remembered. How could we pass over something that is gonna get Ryan steaming, filled with rage?
Oh,
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
So me and him personally, we love the first Tomb Raider.
Oh, love it! Fantastic.
The game is one of my favorite games. Pretty much, Nick and Ryan have never played Tomb Raider, but
this is not. Here's the thing.
Okay, they don't hate it. But Ryan really does not like the title.
Let's talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it for just a minute here, okay? Let me get on my soapbox. Here's the thing.
Oh, we also forgot Forza, but
it looks amazing. Looks great. We all know that the Tomb Raider game that came out, 2 years ago? Or was it just a year ago? Came out last year.
Yeah.
Amazing game. Great graphics. Good mechanics. Solid story, as far as I've heard. Now, this game also looks interesting. They're taking a really interesting element with it. Maybe Lara Croft has PTSD because she's seen some crazy shit. Understandable. Realistic. Very grounded. Grounded game that has mystical elements is very cool. Why would you give it such a stupid, uncreative, overused title? Rise of the Tomb Raider? Are you shitting down my throat? Are you kidding me? Why? Just call it the Tomb Raider or something! Why does it need Rise in there?
The Tomb Raider?
How many games and movies came out in the last year alone with Rise in it? Let's talk about Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Let's talk about Rise, The Dark Knight Rises. Let's talk about Rise of whatever. I'm so sick of it. It's so bad.
Rise, Son of Rome.
Rise, Son of Rome. Oh, no, it's okay because it's Rise with a Y. How creative are we? You're not. You're bad people.
Are you out?
No, I'm not.
300 Rise of an Empire.
Rise of an Empire. What's the next one going to be, huh? Return of the Tomb Raider? The Tomb Raider's Revenge?
We are
Lara Croft Into Darkness?
We are excited.
Not creative title. Bad. You did bad.
We are excited for it, but Ryan...
I almost want the game to be bad now because of how horrible that title is. Someone give me a list of every movie with the word The Rise in it. I don't have my phone. I'm really upset.
But overall the coverage was great, and to speak to what Hunter was talking about, there was some really good indie games. There's a lot of cool indie games. There's Inside, which is the New Play Dead game, which looks beautiful.
That looks really beautiful. It looks very, innovative. So many good side-scroller games have been coming out. With last generation, so many good side-scroller games like Limbo, Guacamelee, Rashard, Shadow Complex, so many good games. And then now, it's just stepping up to the next level. Inside looks beautiful. The art is very distinct. The gameplay looks like tons of fun. And, also, Ori and the Blind Forest. That game is just... Huh?
Nothing.
It's okay, Ryan. It's okay. It'll pass. No. Ori and the Blind Forest looks beautiful. And
Rise of the Pikmin.
And in that montage, go look it up, guys. Go look it up. The game Cuphead. The game Cuphead
amazing.
Looks like it was drawn in the 30s by the Walt Disney Company. It looks incredible.
Very early, Walt Disney or Looney Tunes
Steamboat Willie type.
Or Tom and Jerry like.
Yes, it's so nice. It's so clean. It looks so interesting.
You know what series of games had good titles? Oddworld. No Rises, no Returns, no. I don't even know, dude. I can't.
What would you do if they're like Half-Life or Rise of this?
Half-Life 3: Rise of Gordon Freeman. I wouldn't play
Half-Life 3 Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem.
Dawn of the Half-Life 3.
Redemption.
Dawn of the Return
Yes.
of Half-Life's Revenge.
Ultra 3 Remix Alpha Edition DX. Supercharged.
So that was pretty much Microsoft.
Okay.
Let's
move
do we
on.
have enough time to talk about the other
Well,
one?
here's why we do. Because the EA press conference was actually pretty boring. So the EA press conference, they covered their things, Madden, FIFA, they covered, their sports, they covered all their stuff like that. But actually, when they showed Battlefield Hardline, okay, it looked just like Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Okay? Except they insisted on, for some reason, making it cops and robbers. And I understand
that they want to cash in on the payday money.
I understand that Battlefield Hardline is that new twist.
I'm just saying.
I understand that Battlefield Hardline is that new twist. It's supposed to be cops and robbers as opposed
Tell me
to
I'm not
soldiers.
right.
That needs to be your role from now on. While he talks, you
Just
just be
get in
like,
front of the camera.
His Luther. You know Luther, Key and Peele? Like, he's Obama. You guys don't watch
Oh,
Key and
okay,
Peele?
yes.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
Obama,
yeah.
you're Luther.
He says something and then I translate it
Yeah.
into
Something
colloquial terms.
So, Hardline looked good, but at the same time, okay, look, maybe it's just me. Maybe
Why
I'm
are there
dumb.
tanks in the city?
Why are there tanks in the city? How come there's an army of criminals? Just an army. It's understandable that there's a bunch of police, but even then, why do the cops have tanks? Like, what is happening? What is happening? It might be super fun. I'm having genuine trouble suspending my disbelief that a school, because you have to understand the concept of the Battlefield games is when you die and you respawn, you are not the same guy.
Yeah, you're
You're
just
another soldier.
Boots on the ground.
Another grunt, and that works because it's war. There's endless, droves and droves of people that go to war. You mean to tell me there's endless numbers, droves and droves and droves and droves of not only criminals, but where are they getting all the damn balaclavas? How did you buy that many balaclavas in bulk and not tip off the police? Not the point. They showed a Battlefront 2 trailer, which didn't show anything. It really didn't. It was like a behind-the-scenes, like, we're working hard to make the game.
Battlefront 2, what do you mean?
I'm sorry, not Battlefront, but Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, I was going to say, Battlefront 2, like, that game already exists.
And
I didn't see that. I missed that. I'm really sad.
It was really short. It was only 2 minutes.
Uh-huh.
They didn't really talk about a whole lot, and they basically said
Did they show anything?
Not really.
Aww.
And they basically said it'll be released when it's done.
It'll be released when
That's
it's
good.
done. Which is good, because let's talk about these video game release dates. Who's sick of that? Everything is getting delayed. A video game release date means nothing now.
Well, no.
Nothing.
It's
just words.
It's understandable that games now get released, because what you want to do is you want to capitalize pre-E3 hype. You just want to get your name out there
No,
now.
I'm just
before you
talking
get
about
lost
like
in the-
street dates, like when the game's supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Like, how many games this year got delayed?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Well, that's the thing. That's the
Division.
reason.
Division.
The Division's huge, but Arkham Knight, they announced Arkham Knight specifically just because they wanted to get it out before E3. That game is probably
No.
way down the pipeline, and they
No.
just wanted to get the name out.
Don't make a release date if you're
Yeah,
not going to
no,
release a game. Watch Dogs.
All
Launch title.
Rise of Watch Dogs.
No, launch. What? No, it's not. What?
Rise of Watch Dogs. Requiem.
Requiem.
Dawn.
Super Ultracharged Alpha Edition.
Watchdog the Watchers.
So,
Yes.
and then the other big thing that they showed, I mean, I don't know if it's a big thing, they had the BioWare Edmonton guys come out, or they had a little video of them, and they're the guys who make Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And they talked about, like, the future of Mass Effect and what they want.
It's done.
And
Stop.
here's the thing. No, they're doing more Mass Effects that are just unrelated to Shepard, because the world is so rich, and I'm okay with that.
I don't know how I feel about it.
So basically what they showed was a bunch of concept footage, like conceptual prototype footage that is not in-game, it's not even like alpha. It's just something that they made to prove that they could make it.
Okay.
And everything that they said was nice and vague, and everything you've already read in any press release ever. They didn't show anything, they didn't say anything. One thing that people are talking about on the internet is that they show a picture of a guy, what we assume is a man, in N7 armor.
You know what they're going
Shepard's
to call
armor.
it? They're going to call it Mass Effect Rebirth.
Rise of Mass Effect. And then they also BioWare also announced that they have a third IP in development that's going to tell contemporary stories. That's what they said.
Let's get a new Jade Empire. Shut up.
But really, that's like everything out of that's everything out of EA.
Oh, and Mirror's Edge.
And Mirror's Edge. If
I'm
that's
actually
your cup of
crazy
tea.
excited.
If that's your
Do
cup
you
of
not
tea.
love Mirror's Edge?
I don't hate it, but
There's a door.
um.
I'm just saying, that game was great!
So
Sorry for that slapping sound.
So I mean, normally EA's actually one that I don't watch, and it's because of this. It's because I don't think EA has the greatest press conferences, and I personally
They throw some curveballs here and there, but mostly it's
C.
straightforward.
Let's just talk about the Ubisofts.
Which hit strong.
Ubisoft literally. Okay, the first thing they showed was the Far Cry trailer, which obviously it was a good trailer, but I already kind of predicted that they're gonna have another villain that's gonna have to top Voss.
Yeah.
So they
I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
They already had to make him crazy and stuff, but like you don't really know where like it's gonna go.
You know what,
I like that.
Yeah, he was really
that.
like. What was the line that you were just dying? Like you were so.
They're gonna
pumped.
tear shit up.
That's what he said. That's the last line he says. Like you and me are gonna tear shit up, and then the screen goes
You know what?
black.
I would love it if in this game, instead of being like, oh my god, that's a bad guy, if you were like, yeah, let's do it!
Let's be a bad guy.
It's like, where's the bro villains game, right? Where's bro villains?
You mean like an opposite of Far Cry 3? Because Far Cry 3, your character's good, and then
Yeah,
he slowly
exactly.
goes crazy. Mm-hmm. So like, what if you're already crazy?
And then you realize the error of your ways.
I don't even care about that. I just want the main character to be down. Like, dude, you're my like bro mate, and they just high five and they grab bazookas and they blow shit up.
That's Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no crazy overtones. Like in Sunset Overdrive, the whole world is crazy.
So is Far Cry 3.
Yes. Forza are
Have you
not
not played
Forza.
Blood Dragon?
Unfortunately, we hit some serious snags in the Ubisoft conference,
Like,
with Just Dance Now.
That was the dumbest thing.
So please, people, you have to keep in mind that we just watched these press conferences, and we haven't really had the opportunity to be diving into the research into these games.
Yes.
Especially because the people who are covering this, IGN, Kotaku, Game Trailers, all these big companies, GameSpot, they're busy at the press conferences too. So they haven't played these yet.
How are you gonna play Just Dance on your phone and know the movements automatically?
How are you going to do that? Because let's say they're like, oh, well, the dance routine's on your phone. I'm too busy dancing, and I have to hold my damn phone.
Or let's talk about how, no, it doesn't matter if you're on a 3G connection, it doesn't matter if you're on 4G or you're at home, it doesn't matter if you're playing on dial-up. You're going to have the same connection with no latency. How are you going to promise that?
With 2,000 people.
Right, that guy lied. That guy came on stage and lied to everybody.
You can play with anyone, everywhere, anywhere, anyhow, any way you want. Play in the desert? I don't know, you'll do it.
He said a stadium full of people.
Like Lady Gaga is going to stop her concert and go, everyone get out your Just Dance Now apps.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on my Xbox One.
In fact,
get ready.
You're playing it right now. You're not aware of it yet because the game's in your head. We have installed it into your brain.
I don't know.
So
and then that bump continued with a very unfortunate. What was the workout shape up? The workout.
That actually looked kind of fun.
That looked better than Just Dance.
That looked fun. I could play that.
Here's why it's bad, and I'll tell you why it's bad. Mm-hmm. Remember that thing where they were lifting like all the heavy objects, and the heavy objects were changing?
Yeah.
That was literally just them doing push-ups.
Yeah, no,
there was no interest. That's the thing. That's not even trying to make a game. That's not even trying.
Have you ever played Connected Ventures?
No,
because that game's actually pretty fun.
Is it?
It is actually pretty fun.
But what are you doing? What are you doing in Connected Ventures? Are you doing legitimate, actual workouts?
Yeah, it's actually
like you're doing push-ups on the floor because that's what they're making you do.
I don't know if you do push-ups per se, but there was one where it's like a raft ride and basically involved lots of obstacles, and you'd either have to
jump,
or you'd have to dramatically move to the side. I don't know about you, but that gets me tired real quick. Jumping and ducking and like jumping up in the air over and over again. That's hard work for me. Yeah. I'm a bigger guy.
Then there was more Division, which was a trailer that was okay.
Let's talk about this. Are we done? Can we be done with the let's get a little girl or a woman and let's have her sing like Silent Night or White Christmas?
That was on Dead Space.
Let's have her sing a lullaby. Let's have her sing the national anthem.
Dark Knight Rises.
Can we get over?
Boy.
Yes.
Yo, how crazy would it be if it was little kids though singing like Jackson 5? You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like post-apocalyptic scenes where you say, "Oh, baby, give me one more
But
chance."
can we get over the whole having a little kid sing a song or like a sad crying person sing a song slowly with the intent of making it creepy? Can we get done with that? Are we over?
The only one I actually liked was for Dead Space.
Yeah, and that was a while ago. That was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right?
Yeah, it was like scary because she started singing. All of a sudden, it would like show like fast images of like Isaac getting his head torn off and stuff.
And
it was cool.
So we had that. We also had the new UB art game announced, Valiant Hearts, or not announced, it just shown Valiant Hearts, which looks really interesting.
It's very sad.
Yes,
really
it looks really sad.
But it looks like
cool.
It's gonna hit you in the chest.
Yeah,
like it looks like it's really gonna tell you.
There's not a whole lot of World War I games.
Yeah, I think you're playing as the dog too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Some feels sad.
Feels.
Yes.
Valiant feels.
And so the last thing we saw is the last thing we will leave you with. Something that Ryan is just trying to drop the bomb. He's trying to get over to it now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Halo, right off the bat.
Is
Rainbow Six.
Not Patriots.
Siege.
Hashtag Rainbow Six not Patriots.
Siege.
Mm-hmm. Rainbow Six Siege.
And it's interesting that they did not go with single player. They went with a multiplayer demo,
yes.
Which was really, really excellent. And obviously it was staged.
Staged.
But it was still really fun to watch. It looked fun to play. The gameplay has improved so much over the last one.
Yes.
The last one, even though I know you haven't played Vegas, or you said you
No, I played Vegas.
You played Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas came out like, what, 2006?
Vegas has always been...
I would say about 2006.
Vegas 1 came out in 2006.
And the second one came out the year after.
2008. No, it was came out.
Okay.
Yeah, Vegas has always been, even though it's been a really great shooter, it's always been kind of stiff. You know what I mean? But this game looks so smooth.
It did.
It felt so good to see a guy with like a riot shield, and then the other guy was using him as cover while shooting and leaning and killing everybody.
Well, I love how if you pick up a hostage, you can't use a heavy weapon. You you have to use a pistol. Very
can we use a light machine gun?
Can we talk about how 15, 20 seconds of gunfight completely destroyed these people's house?
Which is realistic.
The level of destructibility was ridiculous.
You know what people are going to say, right?
What?
They've been doing that in Battlefield.
Yeah, right? But that's the thing, Battlefield
like
doesn't
that.
do it like that, because Battlefield does the whole, hey, I took a chip out of the wall, and then I sneezed on it, and the whole wall blew out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was like, they were putting up...
It's very pre-rendered, you know what I mean? It's like you hit this wall, and it breaks out the same way every time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And this, they were punching holes the size of apples through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is what we wanted back when like Call of Duty 4 first came out, and they were like, you can shoot through walls, and you're like, really?
And not to be dramatic, but if it is what the trailer appears to be, I think it could really change first-person shooter multiplayer games. Just because of the way that in the trailer, you see him go upstairs, use C4 to blow through one wall, and then through the ceiling to shoot down on enemies who had basically, were pigeonholed, but in a very defendable position in a room.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's one thing that...
Death to campers.
That's one thing that Battlefield has never had, though, is because you blow out the walls, but you can't blow up the floor for some reason, or the ceiling. So
Death to campers.
The fact that you're never safe anywhere.
Super excited for
it. But then that brings a bunch of questions like, okay, so we saw when he threw a grenade at the guy that it tore up the room and it did tear up the wall. Mm-hmm. Do grenades tear up the floor? Do grenades not tear up the floor? Do only charges destroy the floor?
I would think it would be realistic if it was only charges destroying the floor, because typically a wall in a house is drywall. It doesn't need. It's not load bearing. It doesn't need to hold weight, except for the studs in the wall. Now a floor has to be able to hold weight, so a floor is going to be harder to break through.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't know. All we saw was that one match. It was like you said, it was obviously scripted, and it was alpha gameplay, but it looked really cool,
crazy good. And here's the thing: is the whole idea of like, oh, people are just going to shoot up walls and everything. It's going to make it dumb. I'm not so sure, because every time I've played Rainbow Six in the past, you die very easily.
Yeah,
it's not the kind of game where you can get shot.
Well, it depends, because if you put a lot of armor on you,
you can jack up your armor.
The customizable.
The thing is you got to think: is it worth it to shoot up the wall to give away your position?
Yeah,
because then everyone's going to know where you are.
Because it's extremely tactical. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's not like
and I know this is going to sound dumb. As long as you can't jump, as long as jumping is contextual, like I have to jump over that, so when I go over to it, I press A to jump. Because it's going to be just like Call of Duty, where you're going to run around a corner, okay? Mm-hmm. You're gonna see some guy, he's going to run around a corner, you're going to start shooting up the wall,
jump shot.
He's going to jump around the corner, and whee! And he's going to nail you.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
What was it?
As long as that can't happen. I'm good to go.
When it first started playing the demo, we didn't know if it was it or not, because before the demo even started and they brought out the CEO and everything, me and Michael were just like, Patriots. And I'm like, I have a feeling they're gonna show it this year.
Yes.
And then it wasn't Patriots, but we were like, is this? No, it can't. And then him and Nick were just like, this is Rainbow Six. I'm like,
yes.
I don't know. And then
they're repelling.
No, we didn't know before that.
Rainbow
and then
Six
as soon as it had the A for repel, I was like, yep.
Rainbow Six has a monopoly on repels.
They got repelling on lock.
You can't repel in other games. But it looked like a lot of fun. And honestly, if it's that same... Because here's the thing. I don't mind a nice, slow multiplayer. I really don't. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I want to play Call of Duty and run around the map and shoot somebody.
But not every game has to be fast-paced.
Exactly.
Like, it's like every single... Like, it seems like every multiplayer wants to be fast-paced now.
Honestly, the best way to describe it looked closer to a Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Than it did to...
I could totally get that.
Than to Call of Duty. And even with the HUD, with the portraits of the 5-on-5...
Especially because it was terrorists and counter-terrorists, too.
Yes.
So
that also means that the game modes are going to be way more diverse now, which is going to be really cool.
They basically played Capture the Flag,
Exciting.
but with a flag that you could shoot and would have to revive and get out of there. I don't know. It looked like a lot of fun, and I think that was a great way to end their press conference with Rainbow Six Siege.
We did not expect that. I didn't expect that. I was expecting I don't even know,
another Rayman or something like that.
But guys, I think that's all for today. That about covers everything that we saw. Let us know what you think of the E3 coverage so far. What are you excited for?
Yeah.
How mad are you that it's called Rise of the Tomb Raider? How epically stupid
Let's
is
speak
that?
about my rage.
What, the Conquer?
Earlier this morning, I woke up and I thought to myself, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I don't have to worry because the press conference starts at noon.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we're on the East Coast, okay? So I don't have to worry. Pick up my phone, text my girlfriend, look at some Snapchats. I'm on Facebook. What do I see on Facebook? Because I like Kotaku. Kotaku posts an article. Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain trailer released.
You missed it. I didn't see it.
I lose my mind. I jump up out of my bed to get to my computer.
Taken down.
And by the time I get there, it was taken down.
I didn't get to see it either.
It's still not up. They haven't put it back up, guys. I was so... Because there were some GIFs. The people at Kotaku were able to take some GIFs from it. And the GIFs were like, what is happening? I have to know. Like, one of the GIFs is he's on the deck of, the military base. And you see his face is covered with ash. The camera pans over here. Look, he looks up right at the camera. Hard cut. Face covered in blood. Like he jumped in a pool of blood. Like his whole body drenched. I was like, what happened? I have to know.
I was going to say... Before we end this, so far, what's your game of the show? What's
so far?
Probably.
I'm gonna go Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm about to say Siege 2, just because Halo 4, as awesome of a collection as it is, it's not like a new game.
You know what? I take that back. Halo 5, the Arbiter is back. My dog Keith David.
We didn't see enough.
I heard Keith David's voice. That's all
Siege.
I need.
You?
It's a tie for me. It's between Siege. And actually, Ori and the Blind Forest.
I think, that
game actually looks really cool.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So that's goodbye. See you next time.